So if the playoffs started right now, those are your 4 teams.
Yeah, let's see. Washington State's pretty high. I actually think that's really cool with Leach.
Yep. I mean, 5 and 6 were what? Michigan.
Yeah, it goes Bama, Clemson, LSU, Notre Dame, Michigan, Georgia, Oklahoma, Washington State, Kentucky, Ohio State.
Okay.
Anything I would change? You could put Notre Dame over LSU. You could also put Clemson over Bama because of strength of schedule.
We were talking about that earlier.
Okay, so it's not because like somebody will say like, well, Clemson doesn't play anybody really, really good. I think the win over A&M is a good win on the road. Even I guess A&M threw kind of a dud up this weekend, but at the same time, nobody in the ACC is like, well, no. A lot of teams these guys play that Clemson plays, they're not horrible, right? Virginia Tech, not horrible. Virginia, not horrible. Georgia Tech, not horrible. Even
They're quality teams.
Yeah, I mean, like, how many of them? NC State, like, a lot of these ACC teams are, like, pretty good. Just none of them, like, there's no tip-top rival for Clemson ACC.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't think about strength of schedule. On the flip side, Bama, like, their out-of-conference games are straight garbage.
Yeah.
Like,
Terrible.
Straight up, we're playing Louisville.
Yeah.
And then when they made that schedule probably 4 years ago, they were decent.
Yeah.
And now they suck. So, I mean, it's whatever. What's your biggest takeaway on the rankings?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you got to go with those 4 teams right now. I think that you could argue over the order of those 4. But, I mean, I wish there was a Big Ten team in there because I'm a Big Ten guy. But, I mean, it's hard to argue that you put in... I mean, in Alabama and LSU play this weekend. So you have to think one of them is going to drop out.
So, yeah, if LSU ends up with a 2-loss, they're done.
Yeah. So you got to think one of those 2 is going to drop out. If Michigan takes care of their business, likely they'll move in. But, so I like the rankings. I think that's the best 4 teams playing right now.
I think interesting enough, too, if LSU can beat Bama this weekend, which I don't think they are, but if they do, unless a couple teams lose 2 games, or a lot of teams lose 2 games, I don't think Bama makes their way back in the top 4, because I think LSU will run the table, win the SEC, and you're looking at, because I do think Notre Dame is going to run the table. I think they're going to finish undefeated. Their schedule's not trash. I looked them up too.
Yeah.
But they just don't play anybody really, really good. Well, they beat Michigan, which is a really good win. So Notre Dame is really good.
Like, and they still have USC.
Yeah,
which I know USC's down, but that's a big rivalry game.
USC's never mind. They're not ranked.
No, they're not. They're down this year. They're not very good. But that's still a rivalry game.
Yeah. So I mean,
anything can happen.
Yeah. So I mean, I would say it would end up being LSU because I think Clemson's going to run the ACC. So it'd be LSU, Clemson, Notre Dame, and then probably whoever wins the Big Ten. Yeah. I think Oklahoma's got a shot, but they gotta win out.
They gotta get some help.
They gotta win the Big 12. They need some help.
And I honestly think any team except Michigan in the Big Ten would need help if Michigan did stumble. Because what's the next Big Ten team on there?
And here's the thing: Ohio State.
Ohio State, and they're what, 10?
They're 10.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Ohio State. No pity votes for them.
No, and Michigan and Ohio State still have to play.
Yes.
So
here's the thing. Yeah, Ohio
that's
State,
what I'm saying. I think any Big Ten. I think Michigan's the only Big Ten team that could get in the playoff.
And as far as like politically goes, like the committee will be more than happy to leave Ohio State out.
Absolutely,
because they're gonna be like, yeah, we're good. We don't need Urban Meyer.
Yeah,
we'd rather have. I mean, Saban's a jerk, but I don't think Saban or Harbaugh or any Sweeney or any of those dudes would have a guy like that on their staff. So I mean, I bring that up a lot, but I'm really not a fan of Urban Meyer anymore. So
yeah.
No big things. So I mean, what was your prediction at the beginning of the year? Bama winning over.
Yeah, I think
Clemson?
I had Bama winning over Clemson.
That's an easy pick, and it may end up being true.
Yeah. I know you had Michigan in there.
Yeah, I think Bama wins also. I think one reason I think Bama wins is because I think this is the best quarterback that Saban's had. And I actually don't think it's close. I think Tua is the best quarterback he's had.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Yeah.
I for a while, it was kind of like, who was second next to that?
I don't know. I mean, he's had a bunch of quarterbacks that, have kind of went to the NFL and been journeymen or not really had.
Oh, what's that one guy?
McCarron?
Yeah, McCarron.
AJ McCarron?
AJ. He's probably the best one, right?
Yeah.
He's probably better than Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so AJ's an NFL guy, but I think Tua starts in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So, from what I've seen, I think so. So, anyways, we'll move on to, you want to do NFL trades? And then we'll do rankings.
Yeah, we'll talk a little about these trades.
Okay,
first, yeah.
I'll go and pull them up. So first, I'll go in order what they are listed on ESPN. So first one, Redskins trade for the Packers safety, Clinton Dix. Fourth round pick.
Fourth round pick. That's not a bad move for them. The Redskins, obviously, they're in first place in the NFC East right now. And they do have a win over the Cowboys and the Giants, I believe. I don't think they've played Philly yet.
Yeah, you're right.
But they have a win over, two division opponents. What do we say about Alex Smith? I mean, what's he do, man? He wins his division.
He wins his division, yeah.
You make your defense a little bit better.
Uh-huh.
And you're giving up a fourth round pick to, you got to win your division to get in the playoffs. So
Clinton Dix, pretty good safety.
Yeah.
I was reading a thing here. It says that they end up becoming one of the NFL's top safety duos now. So and Washington's defense is pretty good before. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. Their MO is they're going to run the ball. They're not going to turn it over. They play good defense. Yeah. It's really old school there.
Yeah,
the play calling is not exactly old school.
Alex Smith, he's not going to make you the great, awesome throw that you're going to be like, oh my God, that won us the game. But he's not going to make that horrible throw that's going to cost you the game.
And he gets to hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson,
who's actually looking pretty good this year.
Looking really good, man. He roasted the Giants last week. So, all right, next trade. Rams trade for the Jaguars defensive lineman Dante Fowler Jr. He's a former number 3 overall pick. He's going to L.A. The Rams are giving up a 2019 third and a 2020 fifth. That ain't nothing.
No. I mean, a third and a fifth for a guy who can help your pass rush and get after the quarterback. On that Rams defensive line that already has Aaron Donald in the middle, that's pretty good.
This guy's actually not their starter. He had a torn ACL off some off-field issues, and they actually have a guy that's they have Yannick Naki, whatever, is starting over him. So he's actually a good player, though. But he's had 2 sacks this season. He's only played 32.7% of the Jags' defensive snaps. So I'm thinking this. I don't know if this dude's going to be a starter. I'm thinking this is a depth move, which you can't. I mean, honestly,
you always need guys to get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and the thing is, a 2019 third-round pick, 2020 fifth-round pick, potentially you can get some good players on that, but that's also draft's a crapshoot.
Yep.
And so I think
this way you know what you're getting.
This is a win-win, right? Because the Jaguars are done. They're done. And
I'm surprised they didn't make a move to get a quarterback, but
you know what? I think if they would have, especially in their division, if they would have pushed to get a quarterback, I would say the Jaguars had a good chance to win.
Yeah.
But dang, because Bortles sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, honestly, I wonder if they called about Carr.
Yeah,
they should.
I mean, I'm sure they did. I'm sure there's some stuff that'll come out later in the week, like this team was calling about this guy, or
I know teams were calling the Giants about Odell.
Yeah, but he was probably too rich. So, all right, what do you got next?
The next one, the Ravens trade for Packers running back / wide receiver Ty Montgomery. That's the boy that fumbled. Is that the guy that fumbled?
I think it was the guy, that ran that kickoff out.
Yeah.
He was told not to, and he did it anyway. And
he's headed to Baltimore for a 7th-round pick. He's a free agent after this year. Green Bay just said, you're a free agent after this year. See ya. Good move, both teams. Whatever.
Yeah.
Low-risk move. You're not giving up anything. Giving him a 7th-round pick. So, in 2020. So, that's a draft pick freaking 2
couple years away, yeah.
What the heck? So, that's more of a salary dump for... It's a salary dump for Green Bay, and then it's Ravens who pick up more depth. So, that's not a big one. Eagles trade for Lions wide receiver Golden Tate, 3rd-round pick. He'll be a free agent, so same thing, salary dump. Lions are letting go of a guy that's going to be gone anyways.
This one pissed me off.
I would be pissed off too. Why, Cowboys fan, are you pissed off?
Because we gave up a first for Amari Cooper,
Yeah.
and they gave up a fifth for Golden Tate.
No, third.
A third. I'm sorry.
Still.
Third for Golden Tate, who, to me, is having the better year
Okay.
than Amari Cooper. Now, I get it. Amari Cooper's younger. You know, he's got a couple years left on his deal. But a first-round pick, and maybe that's the Cowboys fan in me. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, that we have a bad history of trading first-round picks for wide receivers and it not working out. So maybe, I mean, that's the deal, but I don't know. It made me mad. Like, if you could have got a guy for a third-round pick, I mean, you gave up a first.
Could have got Josh Gordon for a fifth.
Yeah, could have got Josh Gordon for a fifth. I mean, I don't know. It pisses me off.
So, yeah, Murray's younger. A lot younger. Golden Tate's 30. Murray's
23, 24.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got a lot more. Well, if Amari stays with the Cowboys,
Yeah.
which, I don't know. I only have a couple years left on his contract.
Yeah, I
maybe.
think, yeah.
Anyways, good trade. Same thing.
Yeah, good trade for the Eagles, though.
Good trade for the Lions and good trade for the Eagles.
Yeah.
They haven't had Mike Wallace to go with Alshon.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good trade for them. Eagles are definitely not out of it. They're in a funk right now for sure. They're not out of it, but
No,
they're
not by any
in a
means.
funk, and they can still win the NFC East and make some damage in the playoffs because they have a good defense. They got a good team. I think Carson Wentz is elite. So there
Yeah,
you
Carson
go.
Wentz is still tearing it up.
Yeah, he's still good. It's whatever. All right, here we go. Let's see. We got Texans trade. Texans trade for Broncos wide receiver Demaryius Thomas.
Again, I think good move, both teams. I think that Houston feels like they can come and win that division, and that they needed another wide receiver with Will Fuller getting hurt at the beginning of the year, and it improves their receiving core. I mean, core obviously got Hopkins, who's amazing. Now you add another guy who can be a solid possession receiver for you on the other side. So it makes teams have to move around their coverage a little bit.
Trading 4th and 7th round picks. That's good. I think it's a good move by the Broncos. Demaryius wasn't coming back.
Yeah,
I think
he's not a number one receiver either.
Not anymore. He was during that Super Bowl run. Even like 2 or 3 years ago. I wouldn't even say last year. He's pretty good, but not anymore. Second option next to Hopkins, awesome.
Yeah, he'll have a good year there.
Yeah, as long as they make him fit in the system, he'll be good.
Yeah.
But I would say this. I bet the Texans were kind of waiting to see if Jacksonville was going to make any moves. Jacksonville made no moves. I mean, Jacksonville started trading guys away. Jacksonville trade guy away, so then Texans said, you know what?
We're gonna go for
Let's
it.
pull the trigger. Even if they are maybe probably a year away from winning a Super Bowl, or sorry, we're a year or two away from being like contenders, they could definitely win the division.
Oh yeah,
And I would think, they got a good chance to make the playoffs this year for sure. So I think it's a good trade. All these trades, honestly, I didn't see one today where I go, what the heck? Let's see, Lions traded for a defensive tackle from the Giants. That's an old trade, right?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
okay. So then we got that.
All right, so that was all the ones from today.
Eli Apple and then Amari Cooper.
Yeah, that was all the ones from today.
Yeah, these are all the trades right here. Okay, so that's all the trades. I think all the teams made the right moves. I think more teams need to get in that mindset of.
Okay, we're close. Let's get closer.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You start seeing some really nice teams on the field, and it also helps teams that aren't there yet. Helps them unload some of this dead weight, and then move on to rebuilding. So
Yeah.
boom.
So, all right. Well, we'll jump right into the power rankings here. My number 10 team is the Houston Texans, who we just talked about. Made that trade, made their team better. They have actually won 5 games in a row. They started out 0-3. They started out 0-3, and now they've won 5 in a row. They got to 5-3. They're a hot team right now, looking good. So yeah, Houston.
My number 10, Pittsburgh Steelers. I got them up there because they're in first place. I almost took them off.
They're in first place over Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that again. Yeah, because Pittsburgh's 4-2-1, Cincinnati's 5-3.